Dana White, as the CEO and president of the Ultimate Fighting Championship, or UFC, has orchestrated a remarkable transformation, rescuing the organization from near collapse and propelling it into global prominence. Under his leadership, the UFC has become synonymous with adrenaline-pumping action and unparalleled spectacle in mixed martial arts. Yet, behind the glitz and glamour, there lies a veil of secrecy. Dana White has been known to shield certain controversies from public scrutiny, carefully managing the UFC's image. However, not all scandals deserve to remain hidden. If you're eager to uncover these hidden truths, if you're ready to confront the scandals that Dana White may prefer to keep in the shadows, then this episode is for you. Welcome to Fulton Draper's UFC series. In this episode, we're delving deep inside the Octagon scandals Dana White wants to keep secret. From player injuries to his personal life, there is a lot you would not even expect. So, without further delay, let's begin our exploration, starting with Conor McGregor's recovery and steroid allegations. Chapter 1: Conor McGregor's recovery and steroid allegations. Conor McGregor, renowned for his flamboyant persona and prowess inside the Octagon, faced a significant setback with a devastating leg injury during his bout against Dustin Poirier in 2021. Following this injury, McGregor's seemingly rapid physical recovery sparked widespread speculation and controversy within the UFC community. Images of McGregor appearing noticeably bulkier and more muscular than before his injury circulated on social media, leading many fans and critics to question the authenticity of his recovery process. Central to these concerns were allegations of steroid use. McGregor had not undergone testing by the United States Anti-Doping Agency for an extended period following his injury, which heightened suspicions. Despite McGregor's assertions of natural recovery aided by medical procedures, such as the insertion of a titanium plate in his leg, doubts persisted due to his sudden physical transformation. The UFC's handling of the situation also came under scrutiny. As one of the organization's top earners and a pivotal figure in pay-per-view sales, McGregor's treatment by the UFC and its apparent leniency towards doping suspicions raised ethical questions. The lack of transparency in drug testing protocols for high-profile fighters like McGregor highlighted inconsistencies in the UFC's commitment to fair competition and clean sport, stirring debate among fans and industry insiders alike. But this wasn't the first instance. Chapter 2: Georges St-Pierre's Greasegate. If we rewind to a random scandal in 2009 during his high-profile rematch with BJ Penn, Georges St-Pierre faced accusations of foul play. Penn's camp alleged that St-Pierre's cornerman had applied grease to his body between rounds, making him excessively slippery and thereby gaining an unfair advantage. This prompted a thorough investigation by both the UFC and the Nevada Athletic Commission. Dana White acknowledged that grease had indeed been applied, albeit unintentionally, by St-Pierre's corner. Despite maintaining that there was no deliberate cheating on St-Pierre's part, the incident led to a significant rule change prohibiting the application of substances except on the face during fights. This controversy left a mark on St-Pierre's otherwise pristine career, highlighting the fine line between gamesmanship and unethical conduct in professional sports. Chapter 3: Chael Sonnen and the doping debacle. Following this controversy I would like to recall a drug scandal of a player. Sonnen, known for his outspoken nature and adept wrestling skills, faced his first major doping controversy in 2010 when he tested positive for elevated testosterone levels. This violation resulted in a suspension and a significant dent in his reputation. However, Sonnen's troubles with performance-enhancing substances didn't end there. In 2014, during a routine drug test, he was found positive for two banned substances, anastrozole and clomiphene. This second offense triggered harsh penalties, including a hefty $250,000 fine and another suspension, ultimately leading to his departure from the UFC. The case of Chael Sonnen underscored the UFC's ongoing battle with doping and the serious consequences for athletes who fail to adhere to anti-doping regulations. Despite his talents inside the Octagon and his ability to draw attention with his brash persona, Sonnen's career legacy was marred by these recurring infractions, serving as a stark reminder of the importance of clean competition in mixed martial arts. Chapter 4: Vitor Belfort and the TRT controversy. Amidst the backdrop of Chael Sonnen's doping scandals, another controversy rocked the UFC involving Vitor Belfort and his use of testosterone replacement therapy. Belfort, known for his explosive striking and career resurgence in the early 2010s, found himself at the center of debates over the ethical use of TRT in competitive sports. TRT, a medical treatment aimed at restoring testosterone levels to normal ranges in individuals with hypogonadism, became a contentious issue in MMA as fighters sought therapeutic exemptions to use it. Belfort's case became particularly scrutinized after he failed multiple drug tests, raising questions about the legitimacy of his TRT usage. Leading up to a highly anticipated fight against Chris Weidman, Belfort's test results revealed elevated levels of testosterone, forcing the cancellation of the bout and casting a shadow over his career. The controversy surrounding Belfort highlighted the complexities and ambiguities of TRT in professional sports. While fighters argued for medical necessity, critics pointed to potential abuse and unfair advantages gained through enhanced performance. The UFC eventually tightened its regulations on TRT exemptions, reflecting broader concerns about doping and ensuring a level playing field for all competitors. However, the issue surrounding banned substances persisted without resolution. Chapter 5: Brock Lesnar's controversial return at UFC 200. Brock Lesnar's comeback at UFC 200 was set to be a blockbuster event, drawing immense attention and excitement. As a former heavyweight champion, Lesnar's presence promised to elevate the pay-per-view numbers significantly. However, the event took a sharp turn when it was revealed shortly afterward that Lesnar had tested positive for banned substances both before and after his fight against Mark Hunt. The fallout from Lesnar's failed drug tests was swift and severe. Despite the positive tests, the UFC had allowed Lesnar to compete, leading to widespread criticism of the organization's testing protocols and transparency. Mark Hunt, Lesnar's opponent, expressed outrage, feeling betrayed and accusing the UFC of knowingly endangering him. Hunt pursued legal action against the UFC, alleging negligence and seeking damages for the risks he faced. The controversy surrounding Lesnar's return at UFC 200 became a public relations nightmare for the UFC. It tarnished what was supposed to be a celebratory milestone event and raised significant doubts about the organization's commitment to fair competition and fighter safety. Ultimately, the scandal left a lasting stain on the UFC's reputation, highlighting the challenges of balancing spectacle with integrity in the world of mixed martial arts. Chapter 6: Dana White's personal life and public scandals. Even outside the Octagon, Dana White, the charismatic face of the UFC, has not been immune to controversy. In early 2023, headlines erupted when video footage surfaced of White involved in a heated altercation with his wife at a nightclub in Mexico. The video captured a moment of tension escalating into a public display, with both parties exchanging slaps. The incident sparked intense public scrutiny and debate. Many criticized White's actions, questioning his leadership given his previous statements against domestic violence. Despite apologies and attributions to alcohol-fueled emotions, the incident raised significant concerns about accountability and the UFC's standards, prompting discussions about the repercussions and expectations placed on public figures like Dana White. Totally, these scandals are just a glimpse into the controversies that have shaped the UFC's journey. Each incident has tested the organization's crisis management and its commitment to preserving its reputation. While the UFC has introduced stricter protocols and rule changes, the impact of these scandals persists. Dana White and the UFC are navigating the delicate balance of upholding the sport's integrity while addressing the repercussions of past events. As we look ahead, the future remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: the UFC's evolution continues to captivate and challenge. Don't forget to show your support by smashing that like button and sharing with your friends. For more thought-provoking content across various topics, subscribe to Fulton Draper and stay tuned for what's next.